scientific. Sort of. But not really. But anyway, I think it's a really cool thing I discovered, and I definitely think you should hear about it, because if you don't...
Hey!
What?
Stop telling us you're going to tell us about it and just tell us!
Yeah. Oh, right. See, here's the deal. You know how you do something and people are always saying, that's not gonna fly? Like you're bouncing a basketball in the house and your mother says,
that's not going to fly in here, young man.
or you call somebody a name in the hall at school.
Hey, journalhead!
And the principal hears it and she says,
That's not going to fly!
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah!
Well, see, the other day, I was handing a paper in to my teacher, Mr. Brownlee. And, you know, I have to admit, it was pretty smudged, and it had a lot of spelling errors in it, and my little sister drew a picture of a doll, and it was cramped. But I handed it in, and Mr. Brownlee took one look at it, and he said,
a paper like this is not going to fly in this classroom, Nick. And furthermore, work like this won't fly anywhere.
and he handed it back to me, and I put it in my folder. But when I got home, I was looking at my homework. I took out the piece of paper, and I remembered what Mr. Brownlee had said.
A paper like this is not going to fly in this classroom, Nick. And furthermore, work like this won't fly anywhere.
And I took the paper, and I folded it into a paper airplane. You know why? Because I had a theory.
I think this boy has a theory.
I had a theory that I could prove Mr. Brownlee wrong. I decided to test it out. First, right in my room.
Number 1 test of Nick's theory. Location. Nick's room. Temperature, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind speed, 0. Test commencing in 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
I took the airplane made of the paper from Mr. Brownlee. I threw it, and...
It flew!
Eureka! See? Right there. I showed that what Mr. Brownlee had said
And furthermore, work like this won't fly anywhere.
was not correct. Work like that flew in my room. I got really excited. I took the airplane with me to the living room.
Number 2 test of Nick's theory.
There are some obstacles there, like my sister.
Nick, get out of here. I'm watching TV.
But I decided to try it anyway. For science, you sometimes have to take risks.
Temperature, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Nick, I told you to get lost. And rising. Wind speed, 0. Nick, get out of here. Mom, it's bugging me.
Unless you go near the sister, the wind speed increases dramatically.
Test commencing in 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
I threw it again, and guess what?
Ow, that hit me, you chowderhead. It flew again.
That was 2 times I showed that Mr. Brownlee wasn't correct. I kept going. I went to the library.
It flew again.
I went to the grocery store.
What's this airplane doing to broccoli?
It flew again.
I went to my father's office.
Bob, is this a memo or a paper airplane? It flew again.
My conclusion about my theory was getting more and more solid.
In 5 out of 5 tests, Nick's theory that his paper would indeed fly somewhere has been proven correct.
I had only one thing left to do, the ultimate test. I brought the airplane with me to school the next day. I carried it with me to math.
The square root of 16. Anyone? Anyone?
To gym.
Bowling again?
To lunch.
The Surgeon General should really put a warning on this.
And finally, to Mr. Brownlee's English class.
Good afternoon, students. And I use that term loosely.
I stood up.
Nick, what are you doing?
I took the airplane out of the paper that Mr. Brownlee had criticized the day before.
Nick, I suggest you put that airplane away immediately.
I had to do it.
Number 6 test of Nick's theory.
I knew I'd probably pay dearly this time,
Nick, if you don't sit back down right now, you'll be taking a trip to the office.
but I felt the world watching me, waiting to see if I had the courage to continue.
Go, Nicky, go, Nicky, go, 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 Nicky!
I took a deep breath.
Temperature, wind speed, and atmospheric conditions all within normal ranges.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I am warning you.
I let it go! Last Kimberlick's ear took a loop over Jimmy Helpin's head and landed point first. comforting knowing that Mr. Brownlee's statement.
A paper like this is not going to fly in this classroom, Nick. And furthermore, work like this won't fly anywhere.
Was not correct. In fact, with great authority, I can now say that that airplane would fly just about anywhere.
Triple yay, yay, yay!
Thank you. Oh, they didn't shoot me, by the way.